It's Jaunti, boy.
Yo, what's going on YouTube? It's your boy Jaunti. Welcome back to the channel. I am back with a new video, and today we're going to be talking about some mixing. But before we get into that, I'd like to say thank you to those who has recently subscribed. Mucho gusto. If you're new to the channel, you're not subscribed, please consider subscribing. Also hit the notification bell so you'll be notified of new videos once I upload them. And also don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. Smash that like button for your boy. I will always appreciate you. Well then, I did mention mixing, did I? Well, Waves just dropped a new plugin and it's called Curves AQ. Now for this plugin specifically, you might as well just forget about EQ because they're going to change the whole game as far as for EQing either your vocals, your instrument, or the whole entire mix. Now for Curves AQ, Waves say that this is a radical rethinking of what EQ is supposed to be and how to use it. So this is not just another EQ. This will listen and make intelligent decisions instead of speculating. This will examine your audio. It will also determine the appropriate sound for it. This will create 5 spectral target curves, which are EQ profiles, and they are exclusively for your songs. And what's crazy about this one is that there is no time adaptation to your specific track, and the process is not tailored to it. As for me, I always believed that EQing was like one of the most easiest things when it comes to mixing, but not everybody can process that. So for this plugin alone, let's look into it, shall we? All right, guys, we're in Pro Tools right now. And what we're going to do first, before we get into the plugin, we're going to be using this record that you see right now as a demonstration with the plugin. This record right here that I mixed is called the Scoreboard by my boy, Chip Lurkin. He hit me up a few months ago and asked me to work on his new project. It's called the Lurk God EP. It will be dropping soon. If you guys want to check that out, the link will be down in the description below. The whole entire record is entirely produced by him. And what we're going to do is we're going to use this one. And as you can see, we have everything organized from start to finish. The song structure is exactly how he wanted it. And what we want to do is we're going to choose a few instruments on here to see how these instruments can be analyzed by the plugin. Then we're going to go to his vocals, do the same thing with those. And then we're going to do the entire record as a whole to see if the mix sounds any different. So let's get into it. All right, guys, and here it is. This is Curves AQ. Now, it looks quite familiar. Probably a couple of plugins of mine. The Curves Equator and that AI Reverb plugin. I don't know if it was through Waves. I think it was through Isotope. It looks exactly like it. But on that note, it looks quite interesting. So they call it Curves AQ since it's part of artificial intelligence and it's also an EQ. So AQ. I'm just speculating from this point. But other than that, it seems quite interesting. The UI, it looks almost the same as Curves EQ. What we have here, we have your instrument. You could choose either the instrument or the mix, either of your vocals or the entire mix, the entire record. And what's this right here? It'll select the target curves AQ will generate, and it'll let AQ choose the best instrument or mix genre for you. Okay, so these are like presets. Cool. Vocals, keys, synths, mallets. Nice, nice. Okay, capture clean and isolated audio. Choose a representative section, clear, well-leveled, and consistent with the rest of the audio to ensure accurate and effective results. Sweet. And the pink and blue, I'm assuming this is pink, that represents the boosting and cutting. So you could choose the amount of boosting you want. You could either be a lot or low, and vice versa for the cutting. On the bottom here, this is the overall intensity and amount of processing that you want to add on to the mix. We have your dynamic state and your static state. It becomes available after AQ has learned your input audio. Sweet. Okay, what else we have over here? Mix control for frequency cuts and boosts. Sweet. And you could tilt exactly the same way as Curves EQ. And we have your advanced controls over here. I have that enabled. You have your attack, release, precision, audio makeup, limiter, balance, mix. It's the same as the other one. So I'm quite familiar with this one if you guys have Curves EQ. If you haven't checked that video out, the link will be down in the description below as well. All right, so what we want to do is we're going to go with a sound that Chip has chosen for his beat. He calls it glass, and the plugin might mistaken it as guitar. part of some type of guitar sound. So let's give it a shot, shall we? That's interesting. And what I stated earlier, based on these right here, it will give you 5 suggestions that sounds best according to its own intelligence. And that's crazy. In real time. So it's not really guessing. It's not really trying to match a preset. This is what's coming from Waves themselves. This is what they stated. And if that's the case, then this is going to be a very powerful EQ for anyone who has trouble EQing their own music. So let's see how it sounds. We could click on the other suggestions. That's crazy. Let's try it with some more instruments. Let's add a flute to it. And I can see it cut a good amount of the between 16 to 18 kilohertz. And wow, that's crazy. The blue stands for it's cutting, and the pink is boosting. It boosts a lot, probably like the high mids, probably around 5 kilohertz. Okay, I see what it did here. All right, now for these 4, I forgot to mention earlier, these 4 controls are based on what the plugin just heard. So it's going to use its own intelligence to figure out what needs more cutting and more boosting. Now, as for the L, that's, that focuses on the low end. The F is more like the fundamental range. H is for like the harmonic content, which is going to add some saturation, and the A is for air. So that's going to focus more on the high end. And when you take your cursor, it's going to show you a couple of numbers. It looks more like a fraction, but it's not. The triple digits 4 or 3, that's more like the frequency range that you're in. And it's going to focus on either cutting or boosting that frequency range, which is the number at the bottom. So you take your little cursor, swing it left to right. That's the low end. And if you go up and down, you're either cutting or you're boosting. Same one for the other controls. And what I mentioned, you could do it from here as well. It's not that hard. It's pretty straightforward as long as you're analyzing it yourself and try to have full control on what exactly it is that you're doing with as far as for your music. All right, we're going to be choosing chips vocals, and we're going to be choosing mix instead of instrument. All right, let's see how it sounds.
Boy, I'm known in my city. I'm known around the world. Solid with some real new. Probably known by your girl. Smooth when I move, real chill when I talk. I'm confident and I'm southern women. Choose when I walk, cause I'm fly. They can't deny. Ain't made another with a vibe. As chill as I. A made man, one of one. Boy, I'm known in my city. I'm known around the world.
Okay, so it has 2 suggestions as far as for hip hop. That's crazy. So we have a little boost in the low end. I might boost this a little bit because I want a little bit of that high end to be in there. Even though it has boosted a little bit, I don't want that bass, the low end, to be boosted in the vocals. So I'm going to go ahead over here. Try to turn that down a little bit. And take it down.
Boy, I'm known in my city. I'm known around the world.
And also, when you change this from, it's 50% dynamic and 50% static. If you put it on static,
boy, I'm known in my city. I'm known around the world. Solid with some real new. Probably known by your girl.
it gives it more of a clarity. It gives it more clarity. If you put a dynamic,
boy, I'm known in my city. I'm known around the world. Solid with some real new. Probably known by your girl.
it's compressing those frequency ranges. That's most likely what a dynamic EQ does. So I might put it, I'm gonna keep it in the center, put it on lock, and go to the low end and tilt that just a little bit.
Boy, I'm known in my city. I'm known around the world. Solid with some real new. Probably known by your girl. Smooth when I move, real chill when I talk. Boy, I'm known in my city. I'm known around the world. Solid with some real new. Probably known by your girl. Boy, I'm known in my city. I'm known around the world. Solid with some real new. Probably known by your girl. Smooth when I move, real chill when I talk. I'm confident and I'm southern women. Choose when I walk. Boy, I'm known in my city. I'm known around the world. Solid with some real new. Probably known by your girl. Smooth when I move, real chill when I talk. I'm confident and I'm southern women. Choose when I walk.
Okay, it sounds a little bit better. So for me, my number one rule is make sure that your vocals are sparkly clean before you add any other plugins on it. EQing is like one of the first steps as far as for mixing. You want to make sure it's clean. Take out all the bad frequencies, and after that, do some additive EQ. And so far, what I'm hearing, it doesn't sound too bad. I'm gonna go ahead and put the plugins back in, and then we're gonna add this plugin on the entire mix and see what it sounds like.
Boy, I'm known in my city. I'm known around the world. Solid with some real new. Probably known by your girl. Smooth when I move, real chill when I talk. I'm confident and I'm southern women. Choose when I walk, cause I'm fly. They can't deny. Ain't made another with a vibe as chill as I. Boy, I'm known in my city. I'm known around the world. Solid with some real new. Probably known by your girl. Smooth when I move, real chill when I talk. I'm confident and I'm southern women. Choose when I walk, cause I'm fly. They can't deny. Ain't made another with a vibe as chill as I. A made man, one of one.
Okay, I could definitely hear a difference. It doesn't sound too bad to me at all, but I wouldn't say that this is mastering. I would say add this while you're mastering, but it's not in the mastering stage. So a lot of people might get this confused. Once they're done mixing, they'll add this to their either their master bus or their mix bus. I have this on my mix bus, just to let you guys know. I wouldn't put this on my master bus. And if you have an old record that's lacking some dynamics or some presence or even some air, some clarity, I would say slap this on a track and see if it might make a difference. As for this one right here, I'm not calling this mastering. It's just giving it a brighter sound and see if that's something that you might want to work with or something that you might want to keep and use it for mastering. But I wouldn't necessarily call this part mastering because it's not mastering. But it's giving more brightness to the track, to the entire track. So far, I'm liking it. Let's see what else we have here. We have hip hop, trap. Let's see trap.
Boy, I'm known in my city. I'm known around the world. Solid with some real new. Probably known by your girl. Smooth when I move, real chill when I talk. I'm confident and I'm southern women. Choose when I walk, cause I'm fly. They can't deny. Ain't made another with a vibe as chill as I.
Okay, so I see there's two more. There's two more.
Boy, I'm known in my city. I'm known around the world. Solid with some real new. Probably known by your girl. Smooth when I move, real chill when I talk. I'm confident and I'm southern women. Choose when I walk.
Okay, I mean they don't sound too bad, but I can hear there's too much air, there's too much presence, and that's something that you got to work with, something that I can tweak myself. But I did add curve AQ to some other instruments and some other vocals, and that's how it came out. But I'm gonna take it off the mix bus and see how it sounds like as a whole.
Boy, I'm known in my city. I'm known around the world. Solid with some real new. Probably known by your girl. Smooth when I move, real chill when I talk. I'm confident and I'm southern women. Choose when I walk, cause I'm fly. They can't deny. Ain't made another with a vibe as chill as I. A made man, one of one.
See, it doesn't sound too bad to me at all without the plugin, but me, I can live with or without it. But it really depends on what it is that you're mixing. If you have trouble mixing it, slap this bad boy on the track and see if it makes much of a difference to you. I would say I would use this as my last resort. If I had trouble either sidechain something that has too much bass or too much high end, it would pretty much do the work for you. But on top of that, what I'm hearing, it sounds good enough to me. But I'm not saying this plugin won't get the job done for you. If you're not good at EQ, or if you have trouble EQing, if you're struggling with it, use this and see how it comes out. If you guys want to grab this, the links will be down in the description below. I really appreciate it. Shout outs to Waze for sending me this. I really appreciate you guys. But once again, it's your boy Jaunti. I'm signing off. You guys have a good one. I love you. God loves you more. Stay blessed. And peace out.